a passport, getting a certificate of good conduct, and any other raft of government services. So the story highlights the level of corruption faced at government offices and talks about a quality dip as corruption takes root in government. So I think the anchoring story was, of course, how long it takes to get a passport. Over the last few weeks, people have gone online, especially complaining. I applied for my passport in January; it's still not out. I applied in May last year; it's still not out. They say the passport printer, requires repairs, does this and that, can only print this many passports a day. And there's a story that highlights examples of people's experiences. Yeah. There's, for example, a lady called Wanja Kamau, not her real name, who wanted to apply for a passport for her son, and she did so he could register to do his IGCSE exams. Did it come out in time? No. Did he miss his exams? Yes. And there's...
So that's going to take another year?
Yes, another year in Duapate. Passport, if the passport is not out in time, you could still miss another year. And there's a few examples of stories like those that talk about, e-citizen portal, police clearance certificate, how slow it is, and if you get a bribe, how easy things become.
Yeah. And also there's a man called Joel Mokaya, who's a father, Uko Kiambu, and he could not be able to get a birth certificate for his son. Had to apply in Nairobi County, and the son is born in Kiambu County.
Yeah.
What does this say about our services? And have you ever gone through such a phase? Because personally, najua of people who get their passports within 2 hours of applying for the passport.
So it's not the printer that has an issue, contrary to what they may be saying.
Let's just say it as it is. Bribery.
Yeah.
Corruption in this country has become our second name. There's a time a comedian talked about this, and it was like, I think corruption in Africa should be legalized. Do you know why he said that?
Yeah.
Because if you understood the kind of taxes we are paying right now, and the collection of our taxes inafanywa vizuri sahi, and there was a report that 95% KRA alisema we got to hit the mark at 95%. So if we can do that, we alikuwa nasema we just add corruption another percentage like 2% or stuff like that, ndio mtu akikuuliza pesa kwa barabara unamwambia we nilishalipa taxes ya corruption. That's on a lighter note, but the true issue right now is how cartels have been are seen at the center stage of every kind of thing that is happening in this country. One, services. Imagine mpaka marriage certificate hata nikikuoa sahi
Akuna certificate natoka hadi next year.
Tutakaka.
So then is that a legal marriage? That's a question. So many questions abound. Of course, with specific focus on the issue of passport printing, the state is also about to lease passport printing machines from private investors. There's a backlog of about 58,000 passports that's going to be cleared according to Interior CS Kithure Kindiki. He says they're going to lease from private investors. That sounds to me like just another scandal waiting to happen.
Yes.
About the cost of these
because
machines.
These private investors, they never the government does not advertise on the papers, in that we see people bidding, in that we see people asking for those tenders,
a transparent process.
And then as soon as we get that, the government is still supposed to publish on paper and say that tulipatia watu flani, and they have targets 1, 2, 3, in that they're working for Kenyans. But as we speak, we as Kenyans are working for ourselves, because at the end of the day tutalipa pesa gava, story na taxation, but then nothing will really happen on the ground.
Please share with us your experiences, by the way, with government services, whether it's your ID, your passport, your marriage certificate, your driver's license, especially the new one if you want to get that one, even applying for the new license plates, things like that. Tell us what it took to get these services, and of course we will be happy to interact with you. Call us on 0719-038-963. We've got some new music. Storms in Array with The Weekend. Is Monday okay? No. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How about the weekend, babe? Of course, tweet us at NationFMKE, at Mariam Bishar,
at Brian_Aseli.
They play it first, banging out those new tracks louder than anyone